there are snacks and drinks available to everyone. And I'll be moving around just to know more about you, checking on and trying to understand how are you connected to Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation.
Actually, I'm in the board of Shankara Cancer Foundation. Actually, my uncle is Dr. B.S. Srinath, and he is the founder of Shankara Cancer Hospital in Bengaluru. So before that, actually, my mother expired due to cancer 1996. And so when my uncle decided to start this non-profit just for cancer patients and also for the treatment of the disadvantaged in society, I thought there is no bigger cause where I could put my energy and my, so that is what attracted me to the cause. And knowing that my uncle, Dr. Srinath, will be able to do an excellent job with the hospital, knowing his track record, that, I was sold to the cause at that time.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Jyoti. Thank you. Just curious to know how connected you are to Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation.
I was invited by Kuku Das, who's a very close friend. And as soon as I saw it, I just thought, I lost my dad in December 2020, just 2 years ago. So I said, hey, maybe this is a beginning. Every December, I will just do something for cancer. And this is just the first one.
We're so happy you chose Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation for this. Thank you. Please enjoy. Yeah. How connected are you to Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation? What's your journey like?
Yeah, so it's been 10 years, I think, or more than 10 years now, to know about SSCF and also to be a part of the volunteering team in SSCF. So I've been part of, in organizing few events like Dandiya and things like that. So I really take pride. And I know I've visited at SSCF hospital. I know, what is going on in Bangalore. So it's both privilege as well as, happy to be part of this noble cause. Yeah.
We're so happy.
We attended the banquet. That's when we really figured out all the good work that Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation does with the speech from Dr. Srinath. So ever since, we have been kind of closely associated.
Tell us more about Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation annual gala event and also to welcome the gathering. Give it up for Vinay Bharadwaj, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramya. It was pretty lively. So guys, thank you so much. Good evening to you all and welcome to Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation's annual gala event, which is a cancer fundraiser. I'm deeply honored to be here with you all. It's an absolute pleasure. And I want to extend thank you to everyone who's here, who's made this event possible, various people who've done this, who've been there for the support. And it is because of the support of people like you, we know we can make a difference. We can make a difference and we can bring hope to the families who are affected. And I've seen this firsthand, and probably many of you who are here have seen this firsthand as well. And today, I have to say, we are here in hope. We are here for the hope. We are here to raise awareness. We are here to raise funds. And we are here to provide the resources to the people who need it through the Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation to the best of our abilities.
It's a great pleasure to meet all of you, albeit on the Zoom after a long time. I bring greetings from Sri Shankara Cancer Foundation, Bengaluru, from all the trustees, faculty members, and all the staff members. I must say that with the support of Shankara Cancer Foundation USA, we have treated 127 pediatric cancer patients.
So with that, I want to move to next segment. I want to invite Soma Shekhar to talk about the efforts at SSCF USA and how we have progressed over the years. Please welcome. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing? Thank you. So you just heard Dr. Srinath talk about SSCF, Bengaluru, and Odisha projects. So I'm going to go over a little bit on the history of what we have done here. And obviously, our inspiration is the person that you just saw. Since 2014, we took about 3 or 4 years to get our feet wet and then get the word out, and so that we can start doing bigger programs. 280 patients. When you think about patients, right, it's not just patients. When you talk about 280, it's 280 families, because many a times the person who is suffering from cancer is probably the breadwinner, which means it's a double whammy for them, right? Because they have, he has to suffer, and there's no income, and they're incurring debt. So every single dollar we collect goes directly to the patient. So I thank everybody for that, and thank the entire community, and we feel that we are blessed.
And we have some really incredible people on our panel today. So firstly, I would like to start off with Subroto Bagchi. He is an Indian entrepreneur, business leader, author, and a public servant. He is the co-founder of the really famous company Mindtree. In 2016, he was invited by the government of Odisha to take on the newly created role of Chairman, Odisha Skill Development Authority. He has written a book on his life story, and it is titled Go Kiss the World. Of course, that is not the only book he has written. He has been published by Penguin and Hachette. All his books have been bestsellers, like The High Performance Entrepreneur, Go Kiss the World, as I mentioned, The Professional, MBA at 16, Zen Garden, The Elephant Catchers, and Cell. His books have been translated in all major Indian languages, as well as Chinese and Korean. He has worked and lived in California and New Jersey, traveled extensively around the world, and I'm delighted to welcome him. Our second panelist today is Sushmita Bagchi. She is best known as a novelist and a short story writer in Odia. She has been awarded with the Orissa Sahitya Academy Award and many other awards for her literary contributions. Currently, she serves the government of Odisha as the chairperson of Mo School Abhiyan. BB was the founding investor and CEO of Netscaler, founding member and CTO of Exoda Communications. He also served on several boards of non-profit organizations as the director, including SSCF. It's my pleasure to welcome him. Last but not the least, we have Anarghya Vardhana. She joins the panel as the moderator for the evening. Anarghya is a partner at Maveron, a consumer-only venture capital firm. It is an early-stage firm with over 1 billion in assets under management. Anarghya was listed on Forbes 30 Under 30 for venture capital. I think that's a phenomenal achievement. And she won the Diversity Champion Awards from Forbes and JP Morgan Chase, and was nominated for the NVCA's Rising Star Award. Thank you, Anarghya. I look forward to this. Thanks, everyone.
Great. Thank you so much for the kind intro. I'm just honored to be here to moderate this conversation with the three of you. This evening, we will be talking about the intersection of philanthropy and entrepreneurship. I think, as we just learned, something that is near and dear to all of you in many different ways. I would like to kick off with a conversation asking about philanthropy itself. Maybe Mr. Bagchi, I'll start with you. What is philanthropy to you, or what does it mean for you to be a public servant?
ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳು ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରୁ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଜୟ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି This is the first time that Sushmita and I are attending an event like this in the Silicon Valley. And a lot of our personal life story, our success has been rooted in the Valley. We lived in Cupertino in 1991. And we believe that the 101 was very lucky for us. So it's a delight to be here with you, Anarga, and I'm sorry for taking a little time away. You talk about philanthropy. I think both Sushmita and I feel very awkward about the idea that we are called philanthropists. In fact, on philanthropy, we have never spoken anywhere in India. We couldn't say no because our good old Dr. Srinath, he's quite a tormentor actually. And, he desired that we be here, so we are here. And of course, the love and affection all of you have. Philanthropy is a very big word. We all in the room are children of lower middle class families. We have been lucky to be where we are. The wealth that has come to us is not really ours. We deserve definitely a portion of it, but how much is enough? We felt, Sushmita and I, particularly after Mindtree, looked like it will be a successful company. We're inspired by other Kannadigas like, Nandan and Rohini. We have been very inspired by Dr. Devi Shetty. We see it as a responsibility and we also see it as a burden. From a country like India, where you saw the pictures, or for that matter, if you look at cancer, the whole idea of sickness, all over the world, including this country. As we just heard, it is not just one individual, the whole family gets impacted. So we have so much work to do. And we felt that the money must be spent in this lifetime. So it's not about philanthropy, it's about executing the responsibility. And we said we give ourselves 10 years time, and within these 10 years, you have to offload so that you can travel light into the future.
Thank you so much for that thoughtful response. Next, I would like to go to you, Mrs. Bakshi. You are a renowned author and, like just mentioned, have decided to contribute so much from a philanthropic or public servant aspect. Can you share with us a little bit about how one can contribute outside of giving money? What other ways have you or your family or others here been able to give and contribute to the nonprofit world, to organizations like Shankara Cancer Foundation?
I must first tell you that, like Shubhrata said, I come from a middle-class family. So as I was growing up, I had seen my parents. They didn't have a lot of money, but they had empathy and they wanted to serve. So the service was the most important thing, and that, I think, shaped my thinking also.
So entrepreneurship and nonprofit, if in an ideal world, the way I look at it is, especially many of the nonprofits that I'm associated with, in an ideal world, the government should really be solving all these problems. Because every one of us, we pay our taxes, right? There is enough money in the government to actually solve these problems. But we all know government brings a lot of inefficiency. It just cannot solve the problem. So the way US has addressed that is pretty fascinating. US actually, you see about $450 billion of contribution that is made towards nonprofits by corporations and by individuals, which is pretty significant. And a significant portion of that $450 billion goes towards education, towards healthcare, and other kinds of things. So the way they have done is by giving tax benefits to the donors, and the donors have the ability to work with these NGOs who are dedicated to, apparently there is about 1.5 million NGOs in this country. And they're all entrepreneurs. At the end of the day, they're all entrepreneurs. So 1.5 million NGOs, if I'm a donor to a specific cause, I can actually pick and choose the cause that I want. And the way in India, how this problem has been solved, or at least they're trying to solve, is India introduced this concept called corporate social responsibility.
Thank you.
And we are delighted, we are grateful. Please continue to do the great work that you are doing. The world needs you.
Thank you so much. The members here have been great resources. BV has been one call away all the time. Thank you, Subrata and Sushmita, for your time and being mentors to SSCF as well. And Anargya, again, on a quick call, she agreed to participate in spite of her busy schedule. Thank you, Anargya. Thank you so much. So I'd like to invite here for a quick plaque for the dignitaries here. Thank you. Jyoti. Thank you for doing the honors. He's in-house. And this is for Anargya. Thank you, Anargya, again.
Friends, I want to begin my section with a thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. You know, you chose to attend our event on a Sunday evening when you could have easily watched an amazing movie like this on Amazon Prime. Which movie is this? Kantara! Including non-Kannadigas. This movie has broken all language barriers and all the barriers that you can think of. This is a global phenomenon, global super hit now. I'm sure most people in this room must have watched Kantara at least once by now. And some people, multiple times. Like 5 times? Anybody? 5 times? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Think about this. What made Kantara strike a chord so very well with us? There are many great things about this movie. But in my opinion, a not so happy dimension that exposes their limitation. A dimension that no commercial movie will ever show us. Imagine what happens to these families if something terrible like cancer hits them. With all their limitations, their happiness is destroyed in one single twist of fate, isn't it?
Now, started in 2010, SSCF USA is getting into its teen years, and we can get all the help we can take. So we are ready to take more volunteers. If any of you or any of your friends or family are interested to be part of the SSCF family, please reach out to us. We are available on all the social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can also read about us on our website, sscfusa.org. And if you are interested, you can always talk to any of us in the backstage here, and we can give you all the details you need to be part of the family. So looking forward to working with you all, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again, everybody, for being that cause behind the cure, what we all are talking about all evening. So before I leave you all with dinner tonight, delicious dinner, so there is something we have organized, which is a food for your soul, which I've had the honor to introduce the musicians for the evening tonight, right? So we're going to witness an amazing Avartanam, right? So it is a contemporary Indian classical ensemble that predominantly performs the instrumental music with a wide range of world percussions. Rooted deeply in Carnatic classical music, the Sanskrit word Avartanam refers to the rhythmic cycles in music, right? So it was founded by Sri Sanjeev Palamand and has performed extensively in prestigious venues in India and the United States. Today's performance will be featuring Shri Arvind Sheshadri on the violin and Shri Sanjeev Palamand on the mridangam. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you our Tanam. While we enjoy the music, please also enjoy the dinner tonight while they set the stage for you all. Thank you so much for being here.